if you watched my last video about renting versus buying in Canada, first of all, thank you, because the responses have been incredible. But I know what a lot of you were thinking while you watched it. Okay, Happiness, I hear you. I want to buy, but how? Where does the money even come from? That is exactly what we are talking about today, because here is what most people do. They open a regular savings account, they put in a little money in every month, they watch it grow slowly, and 5 years later, they are still nowhere near a down payment. And it is not because they did not try, it is because nobody told them about the accounts that Canada actually built to help you buy a home. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you are going to have a clear strategy, not a theory, a strategy. Welcome back. Or if this is the first time here, my name is Happiness. I am a licensed financial advisor and the host of Financial Clarity with Happiness, the channel where we break down money in a way that actually makes sense for people building a life in Canada. And if you're here because you watched my rent versus buy video, perfect, you're exactly where you need to be. Let me paint you a picture. You arrive in Canada, you're working hard, you're being responsible, you are saving money, maybe it is sitting in your checking account, maybe a basic savings account, you feel good about it, but here is what is actually happening. The government is taxing your income and your savings, and you're earning almost nothing in return. You are doing the right thing, but you're using the wrong tool. It is like trying to dig a foundation with a spoon when there is a shovel sitting right next to you. Canada has specific registered accounts. I want you to say that word, registered, designed specifically to help people like you build wealth and buy a home. And most people building a life here do not find out about them until years in. Today we are fixing that. There are 3 accounts you need to know: the FHSA, the RRSP, specifically something called the Home Buyers Plan inside it, and the TFSA. Each one plays a different role, and when you stack them together, that is where the real power is. So let's break them down one by one. The first account is the First Home Savings Account, the FHSA. And it is the newest account on this list, and in my opinion, the most powerful tool available to first-time home buyers in Canada right now. It was introduced in 2023, which means a lot of people, including some financial professionals, are still catching up on it. So if you haven't heard about it, you are not behind. You are about to get ahead. Here is how it works. You contribute up to $8,000 per year into your FHSA with a lifetime limit of $40,000. Now, here is why this account is special. It gives you a double tax advantage that no other account in Canada offers. Advantage 1, your contributions are tax deductible. That means if you earn $70,000 this year and you put in $8,000 into your FHSA account, the government only taxes you on $62,000. Depending on your province and income, that could put about $1,500 to $2,500 back in your pocket at tax time. Advantage 2, when you withdraw the money to buy your first home, it comes out completely tax-free. You put in money, you get a tax break. You take out the money to buy a home, no tax. That is genuinely a gift. And there is one more thing: unused contribution room carries forward. So if you only contributed $5,000 in a year, that extra $3,000 rolls into the next year. One important note: you must be a first-time home buyer and a Canadian resident to open one. And the account must be open for at least 1 calendar year before you can withdraw for a home purchase. So if you're watching this and you have not opened your FHSA account yet, that clock does not start until you open the account. Open it today. Even if you only put $100 in it, the clock needs to start. The second account is the one you may have heard of, the RRSP, the Registered Retirement Savings Plan. But there is a feature inside the RRSP that most people don't know about called the Home Buyers Plan. Here is how it works. Normally, money inside your RRSP is locked away for retirement. If you take it out early, you pay tax on it. But the Home Buyers Plan creates an exception. As a first-time home buyer, you can withdraw up to $35,000 from your RRSP tax-free to use towards a home purchase. If you're buying with a partner who also qualifies, that is another $35,000 up to $70,000 combined towards one home purchase. That is significant. Now, there is a condition, and I want you to hear this clearly. The money is not a gift from your RRSP. It is a loan to yourself. You have 2 years after the year you withdraw to start paying it back, and you have 15 years to repay it in full. If you do not pay in a given year, that year's repayment amount gets added to your taxable income. So the discipline matters. But here is the key thing for the RRSP to work for a down payment too. The money must be in the account for at least 90 days before you withdraw it. You cannot move money in on a Monday and pull it out on a Friday for a home purchase. So the earlier you start contributing to your RRSP, the more flexibility you have. The third account is the TFSA, the tax-free savings account. And while it does not have the same first home specific features as the FHSA or the Home Buyers Plan, do not underestimate it. The TFSA is the most flexible registered account in Canada, and flexibility is exactly what you need when you're building towards a big financial goal. Here is how it works. In 2026, the annual contribution limit is $7,000, but here is what makes the TFSA powerful for newcomers specifically. Contribution room accumulates from the year you became a Canadian resident, not from birth. So, depending on how long you have been here, you may have more room than you think. Any money you put into your TFSA grows completely tax-free, and when you take it out for a down payment, for an emergency, for anything, you pay zero tax on it. No conditions, no repayment schedule, it is yours. This is what makes the TFSA your flexible foundation. While your FHSA is your dedicated home savings vehicle, your TFSA can hold your overflow savings, your emergency fund, and your investment growth, all working together towards the same goal. One important thing, unlike the FHSA, the TFSA does not give you a tax deduction when you contribute, but the tax-free growth and the tax-free withdrawal makes it incredibly powerful over time. Okay, now that you understand each account, let me show you how they work together, because the real power is not in using one of these, it is in stacking all three. Here is how I think about it. Step 1, open your FHSA first. Today, this is your priority. Remember, the account needs to be open for at least 1 calendar year before you can use it. So, even if you put only $500 this month, open it. Max it out as fast as you can. $8,000 per year, up to $40,000 lifetime. Let's say you max out your FHSA over 5 years. That is $40,000 saved up. Plus, you have received thousands back in tax refund along the way. That money can go right back into the account or into your TFSA. Step 2, build your RRSP in parallel. You do not have to choose between FHSA and your RRSP. Contribute to both. When you are ready to buy, you can pull up to $35,000 from your RRSP through the Home Buyers Plan. Step 3. Use your TFSA as your overflow and investment engine. Any savings beyond your FHSA and your RRSP contributions go into your TFSA. This money grows tax-free and stays fully accessible. If your timeline shifts or an opportunity comes up, you have liquidity. Put it together. What does this actually look like? Let's say you've been in Canada for 3 years and you're serious about buying by year 5 or 6. FHSA, 8,000 times 5 years is equals to $40,000 plus investment growth plus tax refunds reinvested. RRSP Home Buyers Plan, up to $35,000 withdrawn tax-free. TFSA, $15,000 to $20,000 in additional savings. You are looking at a potential down payment of $90,000 or more, built systematically using accounts designed exactly for this purpose. That is not a dream, that is a plan. And this is why I always say, what you do with the money you have right now determines what you can afford later. The people who buy homes in this country are not always earning more than you. They are just using better tools. So here is what I want you to do right now. I mean right now, while this is fresh. First, if you are not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I post every week, and this is exactly the kind of content I make. Practical, clear, built for people who are serious about building a financial life in Canada. Secondly, drop the word down payment in the comments below. I read every single comment and it helps me to know this topic is resonating so that I can make more content like this one for you. And thirdly, if you watched this and thought, I need someone to look at my specific situation and build this plan with me, I want to help you do exactly that. I offer free consultations and we will look at where you are right now, which accounts make sense for you, and how to build a realistic timeline towards your first home in Canada. The link to book is right in the description. It costs you nothing to have the conversation. You have worked too hard and come this far to leave these tools on the table. And if you've not watched my video on buying versus renting in Canada, I want you to watch it next. I will see you in the next video, and until then, keep building.